how to integrate MCP servers with Gemini CLI, get access to Gemini 2.5 Pro model. You also get 1000 requests per day. So hi guys, today we are gonna see about Gemini CLI. So for people who don't know what is CLI, it is basically command line interface. So a few weeks back, Google has made accessible that developer can access Gemini right from their command line interface or terminal. So today we are gonna see about it, and today basically the video is gonna be about three parts. So first one, I'm gonna show you how to install it on your command line interface, and second part, basically it is gonna be about how to integrate MCP servers with Gemini CLI so that you can do all your workflows. And third part, basically I'm gonna compare it with the existing Claude desktop, which is by Anthropic. So I'm just gonna compare it. I'll just give you my opinions which one is better. Okay, so let's go. I'll teach you first how to install uh, Gemini CLI on your command line interface. So this is the GitHub profile of Gemini CLI. So if you go down there, so as you can see over here, to run Gemini CLI on your laptop or your computer, you need Node.js. It must be either of version 18 or higher. So basically you can, if you have Node.js on your computer, it is better, it is good. Or people who has not installed Node.js, you can go to this site and you can just give no install Node.js. You can go down, you can choose your OS, whichever the OS you have. You can just give whatever your architecture is, your computer or your laptop. You can just give, and you can just click this MSI button and you can download. So I have already downloaded, so I'm not gonna download it again. So once you download your Node.js and make sure you have installed it, you can go. So there is two ways you can you can run Gemini CLI from your command line. So basically one is you can run it directly from the GitHub profile of Gemini CLI, or you have to install it right on your computer. So if you want to like install it right away on your computer, you can copy this command, copy this, go to your terminal. So you can just paste this command and you can just hit enter. So it is gonna get installed. So I have already installed it, so I'm not gonna install it again. So once you install it, you can just give it as Gemini and it is gonna start the app. Okay, so as you can see, it has started the app. So once you start the app, it is gonna ask for authentication. So when you go over here, it is gonna ask for auth, and you can give the login with Google. So there is three types you can log in. One, you can use your Gemini API key. So if you have an account in AI Studio, Google AI Studio, you can use the Gemini API key and you can log in. Or you can go with the normal login with Google account, because that is easier. So once you do this, you'll get an authentication over here on your account. So as you can see, you can give this, can give sign in. So it is getting signed in. So here you can see I have got into Gemini. So it has been installed and I have given my authentication. So let's just explore what is inside Gemini CLI. So this is the Gemini CLI interface when you install it right away. So you can give this /help command. So let me show you once again. So you can give help command. So this basically lists down the commands or whatever you can inside. You can use it inside the Gemini CLI. So basically we'll be interested in few commands, which is like docs over here. I'll show you within a minute. And you can use this theme command also to basically change the theme of your interface. And we look into this MCP command. So it helps you to integrate MCP servers, and you can use the stats command also. Basically it lists down the statistics of your how much you have used your agent, how many tokens are still left, so that it shows you basically. So when you go back over here, so basically you can access through this Gemini CLI, you can access this Gemini 2.5 Pro for free. So that is a best thing. uh, if you go normally, it is you can access only this model through paid things, but over here it is free if you want to use Gemini CLI, and you can give literally more than 1,000 requests per day, so which is more enough for working on stuff. So let us go into the terminal and I'll show you. So if you're gonna give slash, and if you're gonna give about, let's say, let's go into docs. So what it shows, if you give the docs command, it takes you to the documentation of command line interface. So basically it is this documentation. Oh yeah, you have everything. Uh, basically to know about Gemini CLI, you have any doubts, you can just go to this documentation and check it out. And if you give slash, one minute, let me clear the terminal first. Okay, yeah. If you give slash dot, let's go change the theme. Okay, so theme, you can choose your theme over here of your Gemini CLI interface. So it is pretty good. So I would go with GitHub Dark. So that is my thing. And what is the other command? So let's say stats. So here you can see the I have called the tools once, and success rate is 100%. So basically you can do all this. You will get to know all about the stats of your Gemini CLI, how it's working. And see here we have like 20,000 tokens left, and we have used around 339 tokens. So let me clear the command. Let's see what this Gemini CLI can do. Okay, so if you give this command, it is gonna give you all these things that which Gemini CLI can do. So it can read folder, it can read file, search text, find files, all the basic things. And here we have the interesting thing, which is Google search. So you can do Google search right away from your terminal. So let's try that. What can we give? Okay, what is the climate right now in Bangalore? So we have entered our query through this, and so here you can see it is uh, using the Google search to search the web for our query. So we have given as we want to know the current climate in Bangalore. So here you can see it is fetching the results over here. Okay, so you can see it has fetched the result, it has completed, and you can see the current climate in Bangalore is cloudy with a temperature of 23 degrees. So it has fetched the answer for us. So you can just like that access Google web search right away from your terminal. Okay, let's now move to the interesting part about MCP service. Okay, so before moving on to that, so you can go to this Midri AI. So this is like a directory where most of MCP servers are put up. So you can just go over here, find whatever the MCP server you want, and you can use it right away in your Gemini CLI. So basically I'll put up another video, a detailed video on MCP servers also, and I'll put another detailed video on how you can use MCP servers integrated with Cloud Desktop. So right now we'll use this MCP server called as Context 7. So basically I'll let you know what this MCP server does. So when you go to any GitHub profile, you will have a documentation page over here like this. So what this Context 7 does is it goes when you give a query, or when you give if you want to like clarify any doubts regarding and documentation, what this MCP server does is it reads all the documentation of the particular GitHub page, and it finds the answer for your query, and it gives back you. So that is what is happening in this Context 7 MCP server. So we are gonna go and use it. So you can just go to Smithy AI. You can go search your context 7 and you're gonna get this page which is contact 7. Okay, once you go here you have to come to this box over here, and you can give we are gonna use Gemini CLI today, so we're gonna click on this and you can go to JSON format. And my laptop is on Windows, so I'm gonna use this. If you are on Mac and Linux, you can use this. Linux is over here, and just copy this part over here, copy this. So if you want to use MCP servers, you have to add a file settings.json. So you can go over here and okay, let me. So you have to create a file called as settings.json. So if you go into the file, so what we are gonna do is okay, I've run the code. Okay, so here what we are gonna do is we copied this JSON format, right? We are gonna copy this. You gotta create this file called as settings.json, go into it, and basically when you go into the file, you're not gonna have any of this. So you will just have this thing over here when you create that file. So what you do is you literally paste whatever the thing we have copied from over here. So I have already done it, so I'm not gonna paste it again. So you just paste it, save this file, and you just close it, and you have to restart your Gemini. So basically you can just give quit and you can start your Gemini again. So I have already installed it, so I'm not gonna quit again. So after restarting your Gemini, you can go give this command called as MCP /MCP, and you can see all the configured MCP servers over here. So before itself I have installed this previous MCP installer. It is an MCP server which helps you to install another other MCP servers basically. So this is the contact 7. As you can see, this is this MCP server that we tried to install it. So this is over here, and basically you can use this server to get any answer, or any you can literally ask any question about a documentation of a GitHub page. So let's say we want to ask a question about what is the latest updates on Nmap using use context 7. So basically I'll tell you what is the Nmap. So Nmap is a network discovery tool which is used by cybersecurity officials. So they use it for network discovery and stuff. So this is the Nmap GitHub page. We are gonna search the documentation for Nmap through contact 7. So that is what is gonna happen. So this is the query we have given. So when we enter, it is gonna search for the documentation. So I'll just show you in a minute. So it is running the okay. It has asked my okay. Here you can see it is going through all the library of Nmap. So it is doing a Google search currently on Nmap updates. So I think it has found the results for our query. So it is trying to give it up. Yeah, you can see it has given the answer for our question. So the latest Nmap release is version released on May 8, 2025. So this is true. So it has used the contact 7 MCP server to go through the documentation of Nmap on its GitHub page, and it has found the answer for our query, which is we wanted the latest Nmap updates. So it has fetched us the updates of latest Nmap version. So it has done. So this is how you basically configure MCP servers, and you can do all the workflows you want. So even if you go to Smithy AI, you can have many other. You have Google Maps, MCP server. You can just go over here click Gemini CLI and you have to paste your API key of Google Maps. You give connect and you can go to this JSON format. You'll get a piece of code, copy it, and you can put it on your file over here in the settings.json, and you'll be able to use that MCP server. And you have many other MCP servers. If you have Notion over here, as you can see, you can connect your Notion to your Gemini CLI. You can basically do all your workflows and stuff. So this is one thing. Okay, now let's compare Gemini CLI with Claude. So if you go with Claude right over here, uh, the I have been using Claude for past 3 or 4 months, uh, which is okay, but I am not much good with this Claude because their models are all paid. Not It is not like Gemini CLI. Gemini CLI is completely free and you can access their Gemini 2.5 Pro model for free. But over here, you can get answers. You can connect MCP servers. But the thing is, like, you will hit the request level. You can't, as you can see over here, the maximum length for this conversation has stopped. So if you want to continue, we have to pay them. You have to use the upgraded plan version of Claude. So people who are able to pay and use, it is the best option for you, because you can use all, like, I guess I'll just show you the models. Okay. Yeah, here you can see all the 3.7, 3.5 Haiku model and Opus 4 model. It's all pro version. So people who are willing to pay and use it, it's the best version over here. I'll give you a detailed video on how to connect MCP servers through Cloud Desktop. I'll show you on the next video. The only thing I like about Gemini CLI is that it is completely free. So students who are out there who want to use Gemini on their command line interface, and you want to use this as part of your workflows, you want to connect MCP servers, this is the best option. Only drawback with Gemini CLI is it gets a slow down a bit. You can't connect multiple MCP server at the same time. So it is best you can go with 3 or 2 MCP servers on your laptop or your computer, whichever you are working on. So I think I would choose Gemini because it is completely free and you can play with it as much as you want, and you also get 1,000 requests per day, and also you can get access to Gemini 2.5 Pro model, so which is a good thing. So that's it. I'll do a detailed video on how to connect MCP servers with Cloud Desktop, and for people who don't know out there what is MCP, I'll do a detailed video on it also. And if you have any doubts or anything, you can just put it down in the comment box. Okay. Thank you. Peace out.